Hey everyone, in this video I will be showing you how much I made in the year of 2020 as a full-time registered nurse. This video is meant to be educational for prospective nursing students and any international travelers who are wanting to come to BC and practice as a registered nurse. I'm not making this video to brag or boast about how much I make. Trust me, there are many other professions out there which make a lot more money. So I'm not doing this just to say I make a lot of money. The goal of this, like I said, is to educate people on how much you can be expected to earn as a registered nurse. So let's get on with today's video. In this channel, I focus on teaching people about the nursing profession. If you want to learn more about nursing and want to increase your knowledge, please consider subscribing down below as I upload a new video every week. I also have free resources and blog posts you can read at my website, www.simplefitnurse.com. Lastly, consider giving this video a thumbs up if it has brought you any value. It took me a long time to make this video, so it would help me if you press the like button. Alright, so let's get right into today's video. How much did I make as a full-time registered nurse in 2020? Well, before I show you my schedule and show you the exact numbers I made, I want to mention a few things. So as many of you know, I was working as a casual RN in about August of 2020, until about August of 2020. That is because I believe it is way better financially to work as a casual for me, as I get paid out for vacation and benefits, and since I do not really use benefits, I would rather just get paid out for them. Also, my wife works as a nurse full-time, so it becomes easier to schedule days off with her. Anyways, so my schedule may seem a bit odd. Also, in 2020, I did a specialty program, which means I would attend class or clinical Monday through Friday, and that ultimately means that I did not get any differentials during the time I spent working, and this would have had a huge impact overall on my income. Okay, so with that being said, let's start off with January of 2020 and how my schedule was, and I will show you the amount of money I got paid for that month after tax. I will also show you all the shifts I've worked in that month as well. So as you can see here, this is my schedule for January of 2020 and February 2020. The black lines are indicative of a 12-hour shift most of the time. Sometimes I get paid for holidays that I actually don't work. And then also there are days where I have training classes where I get paid for as well. And then I think in May I went to school full time, so you'll see a full schedule, which those are 8 hours. So in January I worked a total of 14 shifts, and this is how much I've made. And in February I only worked 8 shifts, and this is how much I made in February. I think during this time I just wanted a few weeks of vacation, and in March I didn't work too many shifts as well because it was Persian holidays and I was celebrating with my family. And in March I worked a total of 9 shifts. And then as you can see in April I really stepped things up and worked a total of 16 shifts. But this is when I was casual, so I didn't start working full time until May. But that was when I went to class as well, which I'll show you here. So while you're in class, you work Monday to Friday and you get paid 8 hours during that time. And then on the weekends, I was able to work overtime. Not everyone was able to do that. So while you're in school, you're scheduled Monday to Friday, so you can't really pick up shifts. And you're only getting paid 7.5 hours. And so you can see it actually costs you a little bit of money because you're not making the differentials and you're not able to pick up any overtime. And your schedule is pretty much full with coursework, as well as not being able to pick up because you're scheduled to work and you can't really take shifts while you're in school. But as you can see, I did pick up 4 overtime shifts on the weekend, which is what you can do. But some, like I said before, some health authorities don't allow you to do that. So make sure you speak to your manager before you pick up any overtime while you're in school. So this is my June and July schedule. So as you can see, in June, I was able to work 2 overtime shifts. And this month was a little weird because I was done half of my emergency nursing specialty program, and then the other half, I had like a 4-week break where I was working in the emergency department in the med-surg, medical surgical section. So I was working 12-hour shifts for 4 weeks in June, and then in July it went over to the first 2 weeks I was still working as a med-surg RN, and then by the 3rd week of July I was back into school Monday to Friday. So my school carried over until mid-August, and I was getting paid, the same 7.5 hours for the first 2 weeks of August, and then after that I started working as an emergency room nurse for a few shifts, and that's when my schedule started looking more like a full-time registered nurse in the emergency room. So September was a month where I didn't work any overtime, and as you can see I worked 13 shifts that month. And then moving on to October, I had 15 shifts that month as well. And you'll see these random shifts like on September 7th. Those are holidays which you get paid for 7.5 hours even if you don't work. It's just something that's in our contract, which is super awesome. Okay, so November and December, it gets a little bit crazy because I worked a lot during those months. In November, I worked a total of 17 shifts, and a few of those were overtime shifts that I just picked up. And then December was also a crazy month because I worked a bunch of seasonal stat holidays. And for example, if you work on December 25th, because of our contract, our nursing contract, they give us 3 times the amount for working that day. So I obviously tried to pick up overtime on that day as well. So I got a lot of money on that day. So it really reflects on my paychecks here. And so here's a quick summary of all the months I worked and how much I got paid for the year of 2020. So there you have it. My total salary before taxes was $97,814.66. And after taxes, it amounted to be $68,399. If you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up and let me know if you have any questions in the comment section down below. And again, I made this video for educational purposes. This is not to brag or boast about my income. Like I said, there are many other professions that can make you a lot of money, and nursing, let me tell you, is not one of them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.